What's going on, guys? You got your boy Fred, your boy Taylor, and your boy Brandon. And this is Talking Tutties. All right, so we are rolling. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Talking Tutties. You got me, Fred, you got my boy Taylor, and you got Brandon. This is literally the first episode of Talking Tutties. So whoever is watching right now, thank you. Whoever subscribed, thank you. And yeah, this is the first episode. So obviously what we got going here is we are going to cover the NFL. Obviously, the season has started and we are covering the games week to week. And of course, there's no other way than to start this episode by talking about the Cowboys and the Eagles. And obviously, we have a Cowboys fan right here, Taylor. So Taylor, real quick, just break it down. Who do you think is going to win this game? Bias aside, you know what I mean? Bias aside.
Yeah, for sure.
Who do you think is going to win this game?
Listen, I'm gonna give you my hopeful and analyst. I'm gonna give you my realist and analyst. My hopeful analyst is going to be, I think it's going to be a shootout, regardless of how good Philly's defense is. It's week one, so I think between George Pickens and CD, there's going to be some creases in that secondary. So I'm thinking 38-31. I'm pulling for Dallas in that. You know what I mean? I'm pulling the Dallas can hit it late in the end. You know what I mean? I think keys to victory. I think Dallas has to get a couple turnovers. This is the only way that I think Dallas could realistically win this game. Dallas got to get a couple turnovers, regardless if it's forced fumbles, interception, however they got to do it. You know what I mean? I think they got to get a few key turnovers, get Jalen off his mark. You know what I mean? Get him thinking when he has to start reading the defense too much and doing too much. I think they could get in his head a little bit, and they got to contain Saquon. That's really, you got to. I think he's going to have 100 regardless. I think even if you're on his ass all night, I think if you could keep him between like 95 to like 105, 90 to 100, we'll call it 90 to 100 yards, bro. That is containment in my opinion, because I don't think you could really stop him and keep him. The way Dallas' defense is laid out, I just don't think they could. Anything under that is just unrealistic. You know what I mean? So contain Saquon, get a couple turnovers. I think Dallas can come out with a victory. You got feed CD and George Pickens on the outside. You can't stop both of them. It's impossible. I don't care who you got out there. So on the offensive side of the ball, they got to run the ball a little bit. They got a whole bunch of no names back there, but Javonte Williams is on a snap count. So I think you're going to see a little bit of Miles Sanders sprinkled in there a little bit against his former team. He might have a little chip on his shoulder. I think it's going to be the Dak show, though. Not going to lie. I think it's going to be a lot of Dak slinging that bitch in the pocket, scrambling around a little bit. But that's my game analysis for it. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that Dallas. I'm hoping Dallas is going to win. That score could be flipped either way, though. I'm not going to hold you. I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm saying 38-31. You flip a coin, who you think going to win?
Gotcha. All right, you done? That's it. That's your spiel.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I really got for you, bro.
And you said you got Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the upset, it's week one. I think week one, anybody could beat anybody. Week one, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
you're gonna be.
Of course.
But all that has to go into consideration, though. Everything that I said, get a couple turnovers, contain Saquon. Now, if Saquon starts ripping them off, it's over, bro. It's not. If he starts busting them bitches off for 10, 15 yards, or God forbid, like more than that, you bust one off for like 20 and start knocking that defense down, it's not even. Dallas is going to be out. But if they could keep him to even just like 5-yard chunks, you'll give him the little chunk plays. You know what I mean? The underneath plays. But if he starts busting them off, no, Dallas don't have a shot. I'm gonna be honest.
Gotcha. All right, dope. All right then. All right. Well, I guess I'll go then. You know what I mean? So I just want you guys to know right now. Listen, I'm not an Eagles fan. Even though
we already know what you about to say.
Even though you guys might think I'm an Eagles fan, but this is week one, the season opener. And do you know what Jalen Hurts is in the season opener, week one game since he's been a starter?
I do not actually offhand know that.
Fred, what is it? I know you know everything.
yeah. Go ahead. Asking a rhetorical question.
Listen. He's been undefeated. But I do want to say this. I did do my research on Dak, though. Against the Eagles, Dak is 9 and go ahead.
No, that's in the past 5 games. He's 4-1. But you was about to drop a crazier stat. Go ahead. You about to drop a crazier stat.
Nah, he's 9-4. At Lincoln Financial, he's 3-3. That's including regular season and playoff games, which is, I mean, you know, what I mean, he's right where he needs. And then Dak's average against the Eagles when it comes to yards, like passing yards, 261.7 yards. He averages 1.8 TDs and less than 1 interception. I think it was like 0.6 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dak be killing Philly. I'm not gonna hold you. Dak be killing Philly and the NFC East. Like Dak is elite against the NFC East. It's just everyone else that he struggles with.
Right. And his accuracy rating is a 66.8. So he's been accurate as, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
He's been accurate. But I mean, then again, I don't know, because Jalen Hurts, I mean, it is season opener. You know what I mean? It's he's undefeated in the season opener. And then you already know how the Eagles offense gets down. You know what I mean? Like, it's undeniable that they do have like a top 5 wide receiver core. You know what I mean? With AJ, Devontae, such and such. We already know who's back there as a running back. Saquon, who in my opinion is going into the season, obviously the best running back as of right now. I don't care. You could say Derrick Henry is, you could say whoever, but I think Saquon is number 1 going into the season right now.
For sure. At this moment, for sure.
Right. So in my opinion, I really think Eagles are going to win this. I want to say 21-31. You know what I mean? I think in the beginning it's going to be I think it's going to be close in the beginning, but I think the Cowboys, I mean, they did lose Micah. Obviously, that was big news. They lost Micah. So, but they did pick up Kenny. I will say that. So they can stop the run. So I don't think Saquon is necessarily going to run all over them. But like you said, I think I would give him like probably 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little over 100 yards. I think he'll probably run in for a touchdown or two. But as far as we're talking about yards, I think they're going to do a decent job like maintaining Saquon, in my opinion. And that's really just my spiel. I can't really say anything about the Cowboys defense besides what I just said. You know, they picked up they don't have Micah anymore. They got Kenny, and like we already talked about that, he could stop the run. So I guess we'll just have to see. You know what I mean? We'll definitely just have to see.
Well, let me
and
go
then Brandon, I guess.
Go ahead. Let me tell y'all everything that's been going on in my head all damn day, all year round, waiting for this.
The drum roll. Drum roll, please.
For this day to pop up. So look, yes, week 1, you got Dallas, you got Philly in Philly. So the way I picture this game going is, I think it's actually going to be a really close game.
Yeah.
I give a slight edge to Philly though. Why? Because they lost a lot of players on defense, but they got a lot of. Come on, put that thing down. I'll give the slight edge to Philly just because they still have their same offense. You know, they're going to be coming out firing. You know, I feel like they're just going to come out and just run the ball. Pass, do everything to, keep them in the game and all that stuff. But on the other hand, I mean, can't really sleep on Dallas because Dak's coming back. That's a whole different team when Dak's back there in the pocket. He's got George Pickens now. He lost. He is a little downgrade at the running back position, but you have 3 running backs that I feel like, can all really split carries and make something work, But I got my prediction this game, 27-24 Philly. Real close game down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? Philly runs it down, they kick their field goal, and then week 1 winners, But Dallas is definitely going to, put up a fight the entire game. I feel like it's going to be a really close game.
I feel that. And
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
To be honest, like them stats I just read off, Dak really, he can play against the Eagles, bro. Like, don't slouch. He's not a slouch against the Eagles. You know what I mean? 9-4, like that's not bad at all. It's not.
I think the last game that Dak was healthy for, when him and Jalen went head to head, I don't think it was Gardner. I think it was Jalen back there. Last time they went head to head, Dallas ended up losing, but it was by like, I remember Peyton Hendershot was like an inch. He reached for the goal line on like 4th and goal and was short. They stopped him. And then there was some other shit. Somebody had stepped out of bounds like right at the goal line. It was only like, the thing on ESPN was like 2 inches short because each play, there's only like 2 plays that separated the whole game from Dallas winning. It was the last time they played in Philly when Dak and Jalen were healthy. But Dak doesn't struggle against Philly. He shows up to play. You definitely tell he has a chip on his shoulder. When he plays Philly, he likes to go in there and do his thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Regardless if they're in Dallas or Philly, you know, he comes to play. I think it's going to be good because the last few times that Dallas and Philly have played, Dallas had Cooper Rush in there, and then there was the season beforehand, Gardner Minshew was in there for Philly. So it's been a while since Dak and Jalen have kind of went head to head. So have both them guys healthy.
Here we go, week 1 though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know,
man. You know,
that last year's season, that last home open, not home opener, when they played in Brazil last season when Philly played Green Bay. You know, if Jordan Love don't tweak his knee, that might be a whole different game. You know what I mean? That was kind of a shootout last season. Jordan Love and Green Bay did their thing against Philly.
I like Jordan Love.
He just got limited turnovers. I like Jordan Love too. I like that whole team, but he definitely gets a little loose with the ball sometimes. But
see, my biggest thing is that week 1 is always just like a warm-up game to the season.
Yeah,
you know,
and the way guys don't play in preseason.
Yeah, it's just going to be a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eagles got a
penalties.
Defense. So I'm expecting them to make a lot of mistakes on defense, especially going up against Pickens and, you know what I'm saying, CD Lamb.
CD, yeah.
Definitely want to see what that offense look like. Yeah, definitely trying to see what that offense look like.
Goes for Dallas too, because you know that's their first time really all meshing together and stuff. So they got to figure out that chemistry and all that. You know, you really can't figure that out until like you're actually in season playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do so much in training camp, and then you get limited snaps in preseason. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that chemistry is gonna it'll build over time, but. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting like crazy numbers because at the end of the day, this is a division game. You know what I'm saying? You know how division games go. They're always scrappy regardless. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's the worst team playing the best team, it's always a scrappy game because they know each other.
I ain't gonna lie. I think they're gonna be putting some numbers up, bro. I think Philly lost some guys on defense. They still got them young corners. They got some good corners, and they got them 2 big ass D tackles. But I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people sleeping on Dallas. I think they're going to come out swinging. They're going to have to score to compete with Philly. The only way Dallas can win this game is to score. You know what I mean? And like you said, Brandon, I think there's going to be some penalties. I think you're going to have a lot of false starts and bullshit like that. But I think this shit going to be high flying, bro. I'm excited.
I really do see it being a shootout though. Like you said, Taylor, yeah. I do. You know what I mean? You guys can hate on Jalen. You don't throw the ball enough. For whatever reason, though, I feel like I'm gonna say it. I feel like Jalen might actually put up some fucking numbers.
I don't know. I think if Saquon start running away with the game, though, Jalen's gonna kill him with the play action. I'm gonna just be real, no like biased take right here. Like the only way that Dallas is gonna be able to compete in this game, they're gonna have to keep a fucking hat on Saquon, bro. It's the only way. You got to keep him. If you start busting them off for 10, 15, bro, it's going to be over very, very fast. I'm not going to hold you.
Oh, yeah.
You got to put a hat on Saquon early. If not, Jalen going to start killing them with the play action with them 2 stud receivers. They got Dallas Goedert. You know what I mean? Dallas do a pretty good job of keeping tight ends in check. But with Dallas Goedert, he's like the under-the-radar guy. He started out really hot and then kind of like fell off. But Dallas Goedert isn't a slouch. You know what I mean? I think he's a solid tight end. Yeah, he just seems to get lost in the sauce. Because they got so many weapons.
Right. It's just that Dallas can't let Philly get momentum. That's the thing. Once the Eagles have momentum, especially with Saquon back there, once he has momentum, bro, yeah, it's over.
In Philly, too. In Philly, the crowd going to be going crazy.
I know.
They're doing the banner. They're dropping the banner. You know what I mean? There's a lot of variables.
They're not going to be out. They said they're not going to be out for the banner though. The banner drop.
Sirianni be talking stupid. They're not going to be out there.
They're talking about that's last season. We're now in this season.
What, they gonna stay in the locker room? They're gonna stay in the locker room when they drop? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know.
Oh, like Sirianni's a goofball, man. I swear, he's like such a square.
them Jalen little motivational speeches he be having really be getting in everybody's head, bro. Like, go out there and enjoy it, bro. You won the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't go to the White House. Just watch the banner drop, bro, and then start hooping right after.
Yeah, I don't get it. Sirianni is
excellent. They're trying to be so motivational, like, oh, that was last year. We're focused on next year.
Did you see him in the press conference on the not press conference? I don't know what you want to call it. When he's up there at the podium, he looks so serious, and he's the first one to talk shit to the guys in the stands and the crowd. Like, he looked like a whole different guy. It's like, you can't just change now, bro. We already been seeing you for the past few seasons. Right. Now you're dialed in.
Like this, right
big
on
square.
We saw that. Right.
It do be funny when they be interviewing Jalen.
Like this.
He be giving all these.
Sirianni look like this.
Yo, it do be funny when they be interviewing Jalen though, because he be giving these motivational one-liners all the time.
Jalen's speeches like he read them off a fortune cookie, every single one. I'll be like, what is he talking about? What? We just gotta play with greatness. We just gotta play with greatness. I'm like,
yeah. It'd be funny though. It'd be funny, but hey, man, he's the champ. You know what I'm saying? So it is.
Yeah, I ain't gonna take that from him. I'm not gonna take that from him. You know what I mean? Unfortunately,
you know what I mean. It is what it is.
I give credit where credit's due. Now Dallas got a secret weapon. I don't think he's gonna get the ball much. They got Jaden Blue out of Texas. He's a rookie running back. I don't know if he's gonna get the ball much. I can see Miles Sanders getting a lot of touches. I see Javonte Williams starting the game, but he's gonna be on the snap count, so I don't see him. They're not gonna run him into the ground first. And none of these guys played much preseason besides Jaden Blue. Miles Sanders didn't get really any touches in preseason, but that's like the little secret weapon. If they were to get him involved in the offense, I think they could definitely have a nice little run game. But week one, you never know.
I like Miles Sanders.
Miles is in the mix. He might have a little chip on his shoulder. You know what I mean? Going against his old squad, you never know.
Yeah, I thought he played well in Philly. To be honest.
With having Schottenheimer in there, I hated the way Mike McCarthy, when he was running the offense last season. Oh my God! Anytime they ran the ball, they were like on some Chip Kelly shit. They always ran it at a shotgun, which puts you at a disadvantage unless you have like Derrick Henry or a Saquon type running back. Like, I hope Shotty, I hope he gets Dak under center and runs the ball like a single back, like I formation type deal, like most teams do. You know what I mean? McCarthy always want to run out of the shotgun, and it was bad last year. Their run game. It was all Rico Dowdle. Like, Rico Dowdle's like an unknown guy unless you really tapped into football. Rico Dowdle had a good season, but he had to fight for a lot of those yards. And I just hope not running the ball out of shotgun. Especially playing Philly, they're gonna chew him up. So hopefully Shotty come in there with a new regime. You know what I mean? The head coach. So I don't know.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So we good? Everybody got their take. Everybody got what they had to say off.
Brandon Diggs will be playing. He on the snap count too. I know you're a big Trayvon Diggs fan. He's gonna be on the snap count, but he'll be playing for his first time in like 6. Whenever he got hurt last season, he hasn't seen any field in-game action in a long time. So
yeah.
Diggs will be out there.
That's what I'm saying. They're all gonna be getting their feet warmed and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, too, Dallas losing Micah, bro. That's a big difference, bro. Like, it's going to make a big difference in this game, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, to Fred's point, Kenny Clark's not going to just take over the game. Like, I do think he's going to help with the D-tackle. Brandon made the face where Fred was giving this Kenny Clark spiel, and I do agree with Brandon. Brandon didn't have to say anything, but I could tell by his facial expressions. Kenny Clark isn't going to – he's not Reggie White. He's not going to take over the game, but I do feel as if him in the middle gives them a better shot than without him, because Mozzie Smith is ass. I want to go on the record and say we could tag him in this video. He is one of the worst D tackles in the league. He's horrible. And I'm so glad that he's not our starting 3 technique anymore. Like, Mozzie Smith is not it. You know what I mean? So having Kenny Clark and also Dickie in there, I think much better than without him. You know what I mean? But I don't think Kenny Clark going to take over the game. But I do think he gives them a better shot at clogging up the middle of them trenches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying like when he said that and all, like it was almost like I
see your face.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I get it, bro. Yeah, he's gonna make an impact for sure.
Yeah, he's make an impact.
He's a solid player, but
Excuse me.
At the end of the day, it's gonna take time for him to really get established with all those guys that he's with. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody on the same page. Like it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's 11 on 11.
But that's where I feel
like it's 11 on 11.
Right, but that's where I feel like if Philly has that advantage is because they all been playing with each other, second year all with each other, same offense, like nothing changed. Everything is still literally all the same. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just expect Philly to go out here and just do what they do. I mean, at the end of the day, Philly is this is one of the best football teams in the league. You know what I'm saying? You can't say
you gotta give them their flowers. Yep,
for sure.
Big facts. Sure. Unfortunately,
they lost a lot of players. Definitely lost a lot of players on defense, though. But at the same time, all the young guys really stepped up and played a major role in that Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
So.
DeJean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
DeJean, who? Mitchell?
Yeah, Mitchell.
Man.
We got a lot of guys. So
Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. I'm a big fan of that D tackle combo. They got some of the best. They got it's like a car. They have like a van in the middle of their D line. You know what I mean? Between Jordan Davis, that's like 600-some pounds. With Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. So, yeah, it's going to be hard running the ball in between the tackles against them. You know what I mean? You're going to have to bounce some of them outside, but
and then
I'm not going to hold you.
Second level where it's Zach Bond, and then
Zach Bond's a dog. Zach Bond is a dog. Nakobe Dean. I don't want to slight Nakobe Dean. I just feel like if you're a good running back, I'm not really sweating their linebackers. I'm not taking anything away from Zach Bond. Zach Bond is a dog. However, running backs get paid to run through guys like that. You know what I mean? But Zach Bond is a dog. He's an all-pro. I'm not taking anything away from him.
Yeah.
But I feel like the D-line helps their linebackers out like magnificent. You know what I mean? Over the top because their D-line's so good.
For sure.
All right, everybody got their stuff on. You got anything else to say?
38-31. Let's go, boys. I think CD gonna have 100. Think GP gonna have like 95. GP gonna have the first touch of the game. Calling it.
Think so?
Nah, I'm talking shit right now. I just had to get my shit off. I had to make myself feel a little bit. Nah, but we can keep that in there though. I think that was gonna surprise some people. Go ahead, Brandon. My bad. I got too fired up. Brandon's ready to say something.
Who's y'all star player that you think? Who do you think is going to impact the game the most? If you could pick one player.
Ah, man. From both teams or just one guy?
Just one guy, player of the game. Who do you got?
Man. All right, I'm going to be on some Skip Bayless shit. I think if Dallas wins, it's going to be because of Dak. But if we talking overall, I think you got to give the edge to Saquon Barkley just because of Dallas's inability, to stop the run. I'm going to be completely unbiased here with these takes. So if Dallas wins, it's going to be because of Dak. But if we talking MVP type shit, bro, it's going to be Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
not Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I'm saying I think I would have to go with Saquon as well. I mean, bro, he's coming off of that great season he had. You know what I mean? Super Bowl champ. He's coming. He has a documentary coming out October 9th. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I feel like if Eagles win, I think he really might be. They're in Philly. You know what I mean? I think he really might be the player of the game. To be honest.
Who you got, Brandon?
It looks like we're all going Saquon then.
Yeah, bro. You have to give credit where credit's due, bro. At the end of the day.
Yeah, offensive player of the year last year, you know what I mean? So
yeah, at the end of the day, bro, he's gonna carry that team regardless, man. I mean, you saw what he did last year, bro. Like it takes, but you gotta think about it, bro. It takes so much pressure off of Hurts. You know what I'm saying?
Hurts can play a free game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then on top of that, too, like you have to focus on those two demons that they got on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the Eagles' offense is so hard to stop. Is because you got a running quarterback, you got top 2, probably number 1 running back.
He's one. He's one.
Yeah.
As a
Derrick Henry is like right there with him, but I think Saquon is just like a hair better, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I think we all can agree. Yeah, we can all agree.
You got those 2 duos on the outside. So I mean, and then you also got Dallas Goedert that you really cannot sleep on because he can literally.
That's the thing, bro. That people are sleeping on him. Like if somebody's gonna be a key to the game, like if we were in like week 9 and I already knew what Philly's offense was looking like, if we could give that MVP, like your player of the game, I'd give it a better analysis. But just coming off of the offseason, like. You try to lock down all them guys, and then Goddard is just open down the seam. You know, like in the middle of the field. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too long-winded in here. I feel like we all made our points. I think this was a solid first episode. I'm a ride Fred's coattail though. Shout out to anybody that's subscribed to the pod. You know what I mean? To the YouTube. Shout out to anybody that's watching this shit right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brandon and Fred. Shout out to Fred Joe for bringing the kid on this bitch. Yeah, man.
You know
Big love.
You know how we do. So with that being said, this is episode 1. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. This will be the comment section. Will be the conversation after the conversation. You know what I mean?
This is the pilot. So, this is the pilot.
This is the pilot. So being said, like I said, I got Eagles. Who you got, Taylor?
I'm rocking with Dallas. I don't care.
Yeah. And Brandon, who you got?
For all the people, my FanDuel bettors and my DraftKings bettors.
Here we go.
What I want y'all to do is go ahead and smack that money line on Philadelphia.
I don't even know what the spread. What's the spread?
8.5.
Yeah.
I don't think they win by more than 8.5 though. You know what I'm saying? So for all my spreaders, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and you take the plus 8.5 for Dallas. I think they lose by like 6 or 7.
6.
You know what I'm
6.
saying?
That's crazy. I would.
6 or 7 at most. This is a division game, bro. It's gonna be a really close game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody. Both teams are not gonna be just. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be mess ups. So, for all my spreaders, take Dallas plus 8.5, and then
they on your ass.
30% of your winnings.
They on your ass. You're wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, you're not wrong with that spread though. That's not a bad. I mean, I would look at it earlier.
It's not bad, but they on your ass. They on your ass.
It's like Brandon, I bet the house. I bet the house on this shit.
Whoever y'all, you know what I'm saying, can afford to lose. But if I'm a betting man, which I am, I'm going Philly money. Shutting this shit down. Philly starting off the season 1-0. Dallas on 1, but they'll shake back for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't think Dallas is gonna be as bad as what everybody says. I don't want to keep stretching this video on. I don't think Dallas is gonna be as bad as everybody think they're gonna. Yeah, my bad. That's it. I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm done. That's it.
That being said, once again, this is Talking Tutties. This is
Talking Tutties, baby.
Episode 1. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Much love.